Welcome to AFCON Express, and of course, gradually winding down to the finals. But we have a lot for you today on the show, talking about the Africa Cup of Nations. Don't forget, after the Super Eagles were eliminated by host Morocco on penalties in a tense semi-final at the 2025 AFCON, it was the officiating, of course, not just the result, that sparked outrage among Nigerian fans. Our correspondent Onyinyechi Obaroh tells us more in this report.
In fact, by now, President Tinubu should have ordered our military to invade Ghana.
Whenever you want to win Nations Cup, just host it and you become a winner.
I don't want Nigeria to give me hypertension. I still have a lot of years to live on that.
Super Falcons are the Udoka, Super Eagles are the Udogres.
Nigeria's dream of a fourth African Cup of Nations title came to a painful halt on Wednesday night, and the fallout has been loud, emotional and unrelenting. What was meant to be a night of destiny in Rabat has instead ignited controversy across Nigerian football space as the Super Eagles were eliminated by host Morocco in a dramatic penalty shootout. But long after the final kick was taken, the conversation shifted from football to officiating.
We have a bad officiating that actually happened in that match, which is obvious to everyone. It was too obvious that the referee was actually a bit too harsh on the Nigerian player in terms of throwing out the caution. But that being the case, we had the opportunity to go to the penalties, which is, of course, the game of luck. But there should be some element of seriousness in some of our players.
That heartbreak was enough for me to consult myself and copy with the heartbreak that Manchester United is also giving me. So I didn't put all my hope in Nigeria yesterday. I went there though, but I said if we win, then that means I'll be revived.
Super Eagle will make you happy in the morning and make you sad in the night. I don't know how to tell it, but I promised myself I won't watch Super Eagle match again.
Fans in Lagos slammed the performance of Ghanaian referee Daniel Larie, accusing him of one-sided officiating in a match many believed was tilted in favor of the host nation. Nigeria committed 29 fouls to Morocco's 19. The Super Eagles received multiple yellow cards, Morocco not cautioned once. For many Nigerian supporters, the optics were damning.
It was more than robbery. I've been watching matches I've never watched such match that even when a foul is committed against you, they still blow against you and you'll be given yellow card.
This is semi-final. This is not quarter-final. This is not round of 16. It's a semi-final against the host nation. And you know that pressure is on you already. The absence of Wilfred Ndidi is something that actually affected us in that game. You see how sluggish Onyeka were in the middle of the park.
Onyeka did not allow Iwobi to play ball right because Iwobi was doing Ndidi's work and his own work.
As criticisms intensified, an Instagram account linked to the referee was deactivated, disappearing from public search amid the storm of online backlash. But the anger did not stop with the referee. For the second time in 8 years, Nigeria were knocked out of a major tournament on penalties, losing 4-2. And fans, they turned their attention inward. Several players were praised for their effort. Others were not spared.
The likes of Victor Osimhen, those guys play ball with their heart. But when we got to the penalty and we see a player like Samuel Chukwueze came to the penalty spot with his gum that is chewing, if we were to be a JJ Okocha of today, we would have known that he has played 120 minutes of his best of play.
He is just on the seat and nothing to offer. He was not determined. He was not part of the team. He was just there. So I'm not surprised that he lost the penalty.
Even my grandmom will play better penalty than Chukwueze. And at the same time, the coach did not do it well. I don't know if they don't practice penalty kicks.
Where was Chukwueze at the 88th minute? Where was Chukwueze 85th? So Chukwueze had no business in that game at 118th minute.
While questions were raised over Eric Chelle's tactical decisions on the night, some fans urged restraint.
We don't just judge someone who you gave a target of semi-final. Don't forget he was given semi-final targets, and he has transformed Nigeria to be the attacking play that we love.
The coach should stay because you need to build this team. We are building. We are not there yet.
Anything he wants to do, the same thing he did in DR Congo. We've given him the opportunity, and this is another opportunity. So anything they decide is fine by me.
For now, Nigeria must regroup. The Super Eagles will travel to Casablanca to face Egypt on Saturday's third-place playoff, a chance to salvage pride, if not silverware. In Lagos for News Central, Onyinyechi Obaroh.
All right, Lagos fans showing their passion for the Super Eagles of Nigeria and also not getting that desired result. And you can see how vexed some of them were when it comes to not getting the result, and some of them also praising the Super Falcons, saying that they are the Udoka of Nigeria football. But maybe I might also agree with some of them, because of course when you look at women's sports in general, they've been bringing us smiles in the last few years. Talk about the women's basketball team, the Tigers. Talk about women's powerlifters. They've also been giving us medals and a lot of things happening when it comes to the world of sports. Still sticking with AFCON Express, let's let you know that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have ramped up focus ahead of their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations third-place match against Egypt in Casablanca. Now, at the official pre-match press conference, head coach Eric Chelle and captain Wilfred Ndidi spoke confidently about the team's determination to secure the bronze medal. Now, both of them have emphasized focus, resilience, and the importance of finishing the tournament on a high. Now, all eyes are on Casablanca as fans, analysts, and of course, we're looking forward to the showdown. Our correspondent, Udoka Njoku, is joining us at the moment. Udoka, thank you very much for joining. You are now in another city. Udoka, has been a roller coaster ride since the start of the tournament. You're currently in Casablanca. You witnessed the press conference. What were the key messages from Coach Eric Chelle and Wilfred Ndidi?
Yeah, Favor, thank you very much. I mean, the press conference, of course, we had Eric Chelle, who started off with talking about Calvin Bassey, who definitely missed this game. And he said it would be a big miss, but of course, it will also give an avenue for him to try out new players in that defensive side to replace Calvin Bassey. He also went on to talk about Victor Osimhen, who couldn't take a penalty that day against Morocco because he was injured. That was the reason why he had to take him off, because Nigerians are calling out Eric Chelle for removing Victor Osimhen. He should have allowed him to take that penalty, and he gave a clarification that Osimhen was injured and has to be taken off in that game against Morocco. That was the reason why Osimhen did not take that penalty. Yes, Nigerians are angry at Samuel Chukwueze, and just so you know, Eric Chelle, the manager of the Super Eagles, has said Samuel Chukwueze is the Super Eagles' best penalty taker. Favor, please take that to the bank and let the fans be the judge of that as well, because we saw the kind of penalty Chukwueze played on the night. And for Wilfred Ndidi, he said the focus now is on the third-place game against Egypt, and they are hoping to get that result, which a lot of Nigerians have tagged the golden bronze medal for Nigeria. If we win this one, it will be the 9th time Nigeria will win the bronze medal in the Africa Cup of Nations.
All right, Udoka, I'd like to ask, did you get the angle from the coach if we're going to see some players who have not made an appearance in this competition play in the last game? Amaso Basoji is yet to taste action. Usman Mohammed is yet to taste action. Maybe Akisomiro in the midfield for the young man who plays in Italy is also yet to taste action. Are we going to see a formidable side, or will there be rotation from the coach ahead of Saturday's game against Egypt?
For Eric Chelle, you know, he likes to keep his cards under his pocket. He doesn't want to expose anything. He also would say that whatever he tells you, you might just go ahead and tell his opponent. But he made it clear that he just might be given a chance for some of the boys who didn't get to feature in the games. In about 5 games played, rather 6 games played so far, he will give a chance to the boys who have not been able to feature. And for Ryan Alebioshu, we're not sure yet, because we'll get to talk to Ryan later today at the training, and we don't know if Ryan will be playing a starting role for the Super Eagles against Egypt. But Eric Chelle has made it clear that the absence of Calvin Bassey and, of course, Wilfred Ndidi give a chance for us to see some of those new players in the squad. So we just look forward to it and the kind of formation and players that will feature for Nigeria against Morocco. And sorry to take you back, Favor. You talked about Asisa Toshuala, who complained about Morocco didn't give it the chance to host everything. The question is, which other countries and Morocco when it comes to sporting infrastructure? I was just heading out, and the cab I took earlier today showed me a stadium where he said it is a hockey stadium that is almost completed. How many stadiums in Africa can actually boast of the hockey, not even badminton, not table tennis, not lawn tennis? How many can boast of a hockey stadium in Africa? So if Morocco wants to host everything, please give it to Morocco until we are ready in the other parts of Africa to challenge Morocco when it comes to sporting infrastructure favor.
All right, Udoka, before I let you go, I mean, fans have been asking, Calvin Bassey's yellow card against Morocco, has the card been appealed by the Nigerian Football Federation? What is the update? Are we going to see Calvin Bassey, have a chance to play, or he's out from the top place game against Egypt?
From what Eric Chelle said earlier at the press conference, it's quite obvious that Calvin Bassey will not feature in that game, and there was no appeal at all. This is quite sad when it comes to African football. I keep saying that we do not have to be in this type of situation in African football in this age and time. It is totally shameful, if you ask me. But for Calvin Bassey, no appeal has been made yet. So it is quite obvious that he'll be missing that game. This is the strongest player that we've had for the Super Eagles in this tournament, and he has shown his quality over and over again. So that position will be thoroughly missed against Egypt, and I hope that it doesn't haunt us in that third place game.
All right, thank you very much, Udoka Njoku, for the update. I will let you go to be part of the training session later today. And we're looking forward to the Golden Bronze match on Saturday. All right, still with us is Gbemidekpo Popola. Gbemidekpo, you heard from our correspondent, Udoka Njoku, who is in Casablanca at the moment, and Eric Chelle, talking about the game and what to expect, saying that Chukwueze is his best penalty taker from what he has seen. But what should we be looking forward to on Saturday when Nigeria take on Egypt? Is it a game we should put all our energy where we know that the last AFCON we won silver, and now we're battling for bronze?
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. I feel, bad as it is, I feel the bronze is not a bad idea at all. I think we have all it takes to actually win bronze. If we can't get the gold anymore, we should be able to get the bronze. Fans, colleagues have called it the golden bronze. They should go all the way, get the golden bronze, and probably if Victor Osimhen can get a couple of goals, to top the goal ranking, probably might just be pacified. Alongside Ademola Lookman get a couple of assists as well. So these guys they've been fantastic. Alexi will be they can have the chances of making the team of the tournament. So for me, there's every possibility we get to win the third place, and it is not all doom and gloom. It has shown that we have fantastic players, and they said that happened at the game against Morocco. They would have gone all the way. So for me, it is as good as it gets at this point in time. You have to just make, lemonade out of strolling at them. So definitely, third place is not a bad thing to aspire for at this point in time.